Good morning. All right, I hear the audio perfect now. Okay, it is Tai Chi Tuesday. It's due in July the 14th. Hi, welcome. Okay, you're all set and ready for today. Been practicing a lot of our Tai Chi circular movements. Okay, it's if you guys got a good rest, a little small breakfast before we start. Oh yeah. Okay. So we've been exploring a lot more with the Tai Chi movements, and if you're still new to the Tai Chi, or you've been doing Tai Chi for a long time and you're looking for more in it, yeah. So hopefully we've been uh, reaching more techniques or depth into the Tai Chi itself. Okay. When I started off with Tai Chi, it was kind of I was in Kung Fu, so I only saw the at the beginning the Kung Fu part. So it really was in the front line of the Tai Chi. But even when I started the first Tai Chi class, like class set, we learned the Qigong first, and that was the breathing or the internal energy, and then we was doing a lot of the stretching, just like how I showed you last time, that get that core down and turning. So was that way before we even started the forum, yeah, just to get down to your the basics. So the Dantian breathing, the just like how I had the other videos, we was focus on the breathing first, and that was the key thing we learned first. And then we started to add the Qigong, which was the moving with the stance, and then start to stretch out more, and then I started to learn the first form, yeah. Okay. So as you've been noticing, each I guess session where we're trying to really break down the techniques and explore Tai Chi itself. So it's if I did a regular form every single day, then it's the same every single video almost as if you break it down. Yeah, so trying to really get deeper into the exploring the flow. Even the little subtle movements makes a huge key component in your form, like how we talked about just the wrist or the circular movement in the hand. Okay, because once you get that subtle part of the movement, you notice how it expands out into the bigger the bigger techniques, yeah. And if we're missing that key component of that little turn, then we're missing that little part that can make a huge difference in the overall performance, I guess you should say, or the technique itself. And then as we explore more, if you learn the sword or the fan or the staff, if you don't learn this little thing, um, then it might be harder to apply to different things. Yeah. So that key thing of that circular movement plays a bigger part in the long run. Yeah. So the last was really talking about that core. Yeah. Inhale and we return. My seafood mastabana at that time was really really focused on a lot of waist turning. So before you even start the main class, the was so much. There was a lot of workout and different ways of turning the waist, and then it played a key part. And another thing, if you've been doing this too, yeah, the one like I've been showing, it's like that core has all the very important organs in there too, yeah. So um some teachers they might explain this or like it's like you know how you get the towel and you're wringing it out, so you're wringing out all that bad energy inside or the toxic energy, like you're wringing it out. It's a nice visual way, I guess you can say. But if you go deeper into it, it is movement, and when you're moving, you are somehow like it's you're unstiffening up, yeah. And if we keep doing this, okay, hi, welcome. And if we keep Tai Chi is like you're preventing yourself before you get sick, before you get stiff, and all these things, which makes more sense, right? Um, Especially right now, right? I've sorry if you hear the background too much. The you're building up the immune system, and that's the main thing with the Tai Chi and the Tai Chi, that the Qi Kun is. So even if it was a kung fu or anything, you still need the health and be able to do things first, and then you start to explore into the form, and then some of them might go into the applications, or you just enjoy the movement. Okay, so that's fine too. Yeah, I mean you can feel the movement and then you start to apply it differently, and as that grows then it goes into more like you're going in more internally. So it's like at first like oh movement, stretching, then you start to explore the circular movement, and then you can feel that inside, and then you go beyond that, which is the chi flowing, so you can feel the energy, or you can focus on the breath that might flow out, yeah, and then it becomes a healing for yourself and then your surrounding area too, yeah. So you can start to manipulate the energy itself, yeah, because you're being more aware of it. And the funny thing is how much things can be naturally there already. Just like I was saying, maybe you see somebody and they look at you funny and you're so you can feel that energy trying to jump on you. So when you're practicing, and this is where that warrior chi might come on, your framework opens. Yeah. So when we do our form or our techniques, we're not we don't want to be shy like this, yeah, because you see how the energy collapses in, okay? And if I open, your chi expands, okay? Push. When that chi expands, you see how the framework of the body comes out, okay? And as that comes out, your confidence, your energy should be more out to you. It shouldn't be like this, yeah. So if you notice in yourself or the experience of you seeing others, maybe they start off the class and they're like droop, and then as you go on and you do your form for yourself, you should feel more relaxed, more energy. My frame opens up, yeah, and then she starts to expand out, yeah. So that's part of the the framework, yeah. So we add breathing, and then the focus is where we put in our chi, the energy. Okay. So if I bring in and I and then I go out. Okay. So for me, I'm sharing it on the video. So is my focus here, or then my focus is on you guys to share the techniques. So I might look this way. Okay. So even for me, I have to, if I'm sharing it, I mean, if you see me focus and I go in and I go out, yeah, the energy is here. Okay. So a lot of the qigong itself, you might not. Um, a lot of people might not do it as much because it's the internal energy is focusing internal energy, so you don't see too much movement. So the other real chikun is like pretty stable, yeah. But since the we had the Tai Chi, it has a nice moving meditation. So our whole form and any form you practice with the Tai Chi, we're going nice and slow. Okay, not going slow where you lose your focus, but you're focusing on the energy. Okay, and as you get more comfortable, it gets more softer, and then it can go deeper, and then you can start going slower. Yeah? So even if I take my hands, yeah, you can follow you inhale and you exhale, and I take that energy. Yeah. So even at the beginning of your sets, when you inhale and you notice how you're centering and you're grounding yourself, yeah, that's taking your energy in, and then you're sinking. That sinking is your feet, your energy or your breath is like it's going through the feet into the floor. Okay, so it's becomes part of the mindset. Okay, once you get your mindset, what you're gonna do? So say like, I'm gonna practice. So you have that mindset of practicing. I'm going to have the mindset of flowing with the energy, or the mindset of relaxing while I'm doing it too. Yeah, you don't want to be hard on yourself. Like, I'm going to have to practice this 15 movements and then do this and then done. Yeah, you want to approach it like you more like you're in that moment. Okay, so if I practicing, let's say we'll go over what we did last week too. Yeah, and we're rolling. Yeah, okay. Now, if I'm just like, oh yeah, he's doing that and I'm flowing, then I'm missing that key part, and this is what can really skyrocket you high when you give it some focus, okay, and then I bring it in, and my energy and the attention goes. So every palm is like, shoom, okay, and I breathe and I feel the movement, okay. Okay. So let's say we did that one already, and then we do the wave palms and sky. Okay, a lot of you should be familiar with these movements, yeah. Okay, and then we start to add what we learned the feeling, the circular movement. So say we go like this, yeah, the wave palm, and then as we see the wrist turn, okay. So now you get this nice movement here, yeah. Now let's add more the feeling and the breath, and then try to think of the wrap. Okay, so the intention, like the palms. Okay, and we're exploring the Tai Chi movements itself. Yeah. So let me know if this is giving you any value, and then you can apply it to your set you're already practicing too. Yeah. Okay. So even if you're familiar with that, but now to really feel the movement. Okay. And then if you can get a visual, you have to put it there. Okay. So for me, I go to the water, and when I'm doing this in the water, you have the water touching the hands, and you can feel it moving. Okay? Maybe you go to a certain area and then you can feel the wind blowing more. Yeah, you can feel this. Okay? So now you get that visual and then the mindset. Yeah, so when I really start to practice and we're doing the wave palms and I apply all of that together, yeah, you can feel the movement. Yeah? And then I start to go even more deeper and I'm gonna push it down the core. And you're gonna see that core start from there. See this? Okay. So boom, all that's moving. Okay. And you notice the stance turns and moves. Yeah. Okay. Let's let's play with this more. Okay, so we did the red palms. Okay. Now let's say we double and we add the circle. Okay, so the circle is this, yeah. We're coming in and then the wrap. Okay. So say like we do this and then you feel that circle and you go boom. Okay. So let's try that one more time. So you come down and you see that circle. Boom. So I'm turning. The circle wraps and okay. And then they can do the other side. You go wrap, boom. Okay. And it's okay if you're not feeling you're doing it correct. We're exploring the movement first. Okay. When you're exploring the movement, you're trying to feel the technique. So you're feeling the circle and the technique. Okay. You get comfortable to the technique and the circle, then you start to clean it up. Okay. So where all this technique we're going. Okay. So now we say you practice your form or your set. Okay. And then anything we do, even if we're going like this, add circle. See that? That's that wrap. That okay. Hopefully that's making sense. Okay. And let me know if I'm going too much right now. Okay. Again, so much. There's a lot of layer. Okay. And that technique itself is what you can really use for everything. Yeah. Boom. See that inside because it turns and it wraps. Yeah. Boom. Down. Up. Boom. Sink. Boom. Up. Boom. Side. Boom. Other side. Boom. Rock. Big and small. Boom. See the all the movements are here? You can go small to big, big to small. Boom. Okay. So it's that small technique that expands out. Okay. So if we find each technique within the form and then we start applying it with the core, the circular movements, then it starts to expand the technique itself. Yeah. Okay. And then the next step is the intention. So if the intention at the end is to be soft and it taps, like, then it comes out and then the tension's here. Boom. Okay. Boom. Or if bring it back to the palm. Boom. Okay. So you see that circle again? Boom. Okay. Even the circle is it's turning. Boom. Boom. And attention could be to the person's center right there. So it's like where all this stuff might be going. Again, it goes back into the form. Okay. So now, no matter what you're doing, even if it's something, again, if it's just straight, yeah. But now we're understanding the circle and the softness. You can feel the collapse of the body and the frame opening and expanding. Yeah. So you can really, okay, come out. Okay. All this sort of movement can make a big difference. Boom. Okay. And Tai Chi itself is a lot of redirecting and opening up. Yeah. Okay. It shouldn't feel like too much force against force. So that's why it becomes soft and it becomes a healing uh, movie meditation because you see the benefits and the softness and it feels nice. Yeah. So if you go that path and you stay there, it's fine too. Yeah. You don't have to learn all the applications. To get the self-defense and all that stuff. Yeah, you're doing it for health, then you're doing it for health. Yeah, just don't go around and say this is the best technique, and then I have to do this, and you start showing off in that sense. Then it's not the same thing. Okay, a lot of the key there is the if no matter what you practice, you need the conditions. So if you've practiced for that, then it's a bigger, better outcome for yourself. Yeah. If you're doing the health, don't have to. We're flowing with the energy and we're flowing. Yeah. So you're learning differently too. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Let's do something with it and then um, cool off, or cool down, or warm up. I need my tea. Oh, sorry about that if it's loud. Oh, that's nice. Nice and warm. Okay. The Qigong itself, when you start really practicing, it's generating heat. Yeah. Okay. When your body feels more, it balances out the body, and the heat is such an important thing. Yeah. When you cold, that's how you get the immune system drops. Okay. So you notice if it's raining, you get cold and you don't dry up. You stay outside, the wind's blowing, you're cold. See, it's always that cold thing, right? You go and you drink too much cold stuff, ice cream, yeah. It's not the ice cream, it's the coldness in the ice cream, yeah. And you do too much of it, yeah. And your body temperature drops, and that's how the immune system drops. So the Qigong, when we're practicing Tai Chi in the movement, you're trying to you're generating energy, yeah. Your heat comes out, yeah. Doesn't feel like that much. It's like how you would run and you get hot. But when you're doing the Qigong, it's internal energy. And that's that key part, yeah. So when I really focus on the Qigong, it built up my immune system so much more, yeah. That I didn't. I noticed I didn't get. I wasn't catching cold like how I would um, do when I was like really young. I was like, but then after that, I was like, oh wow, so I can feel a difference, yeah. And right now, the key important thing is building up the immune system. Okay, so now let's go back to hands wash ashore. So we go like this, yeah. Okay. We inhale and you exhale. Okay. Now adding what we just learned about the core and the circular movement. Okay. Okay. So you can see the waist. Boom. Maybe I just do the waist wash. See that? Boom. Okay. And then the stance, you can see the movement going out. Boom. The hands, as it drops, they're on the side. And I watch the wrist. Like, okay. See that? And I'm inhaling and exhaling, and you soften it out. See that? Okay. Again, we're always exploring and then feeling, and then you fine tune. Yeah. It's like you need to get yourself all relaxed first. Yeah. And just to let you know, if we stand up at the moment or anything, you still can practice with the mindset and you move. Yeah. Okay. And then the other side. One of my other students came. Hi, Amy, if you're watching. She came to my class and she started off using she had to use a chair first because she was just had surgery. Okay. And then she skyrocketed real fast, kept on going. Okay. That's the most important thing. Kept doing it. Okay. Don't care about all the technique doing correctly first. You just flow and feel good. And then it was nice to see her progress really fast. And then when she got on her feet, whew, she went all over the place after that. Yeah. And then feel it. Yeah. And sometimes what you can do is sometimes they move slow. Yeah. And then sometimes you feel the energy just it builds up there. So just let it flow and go out. Okay. So even now I feel really warm and then I feel hot. Yeah. Not just because of the weather right now. Okay. Okay. So again, if you have any questions, make sure to put it down and then we can go in that direction. If you're enjoying all the circular movements, you want to go deeper in that way, we can go that way. We can revisit our sets too, yeah, with the form. And um, there's there's so much um, information on or things to share with the Tai Chi. So um, again, this is a learning process for me too, doing it online because I can. Um, when you work at the student, you can really just they talk back, or you can see where you need to something missing. Yeah. Okay. But a lot of it is nothing to do with the technique. It's up here first. Yeah. Okay. Don't be hard on yourself. Okay. The good thing is you're watching, you're doing something. That means you're progressing. Okay. Just take that. Yeah. And then you apply each technique you learn. You just do more and more. And then that baby steps. Next thing you know, you start growing and then you're progressing. Yeah. And then when somebody else new comes in, this is where you see your difference. When somebody looks at you and like, whoa, even if it was like 2 months, 3 months, and we did good job techniques, they'd be like, wow, you've been doing it for a year or how long, right? So when I have a group of my students come in, they learn and they're usually learning together. Okay. So they might not see any progressing. Okay. Then the new students come in and they're like, wow, da da da. Then you can see the difference. Yeah. So anybody that knew or you're sharing with somebody new, that's how the you can see the difference in yourself. Yeah. Okay. And also in learning wise, just because they know doesn't mean you can't learn from them too. Yeah. Because again, I appreciate you guys. I learn a lot from sharing and teaching with everyone. Yeah. Because that person might have different perspective of how to learn, how they view things too. So by me learning from them or sharing with them, it helps me expand my experience itself. Yeah. So again, all the way um, from seniors to young little kids. Yeah. eh, I learn a lot that way. Yeah. So thanks to everyone. Yeah. And those who've been in my class, thank you. So I always learn from you guys. Okay. And exploring more and more. Yeah. Okay. So again, I learned a lot from the circular movement and in general Tai Chi itself. Yeah. So um, if it always feels like I'm learning, and there's you go over the mountain, even if you reach this mountain, it's like wow, I learned so much, and then you realize there's this whole nother mountain behind it. It's like, oh, okay. And you can learn from now on, and then there's like it keeps going, yeah, and in different ways too, yeah. Sometimes it's not just the movement, then you got the internal energy side, the intention, the forms. Okay. So again, thank you so much. Okay. If you're getting any value or if you other people that you think needs to see this, just share it out to them. Yeah. Okay. And again, just if you have something, just ask and or find more Tai Chi movements for you, or together we learn more. Okay. Um, this has been a very interesting journey for myself too. Yeah, teaching behind the camera itself. Yeah, and just finding the target or the people to just sharing myself, and then whoever gets um, attracted to the energy or on that level of want to learn something or share knowledge itself. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Guys, take care. Be safe, and I'll see you next time. We're doing Thursday. Thursday is light words. You can always join us for that. That's with the lightsabers. That's at 5:30, uh, the Hawaii time. You can always look on the video. There's a reminder. We're doing more Tai Chi fan on Friday morning. You've been you guys been doing really good with that. So and then Sunday sword, more still focusing on the Tai Chi sword. Okay. Alrighty. As much as possible, practice what you can. And remember, it's not always moving. It's up here that you can practice too, yeah. So if you can't move and I doing the form, you still can do it up there. That's how I did my 108 movements in when I had to catch the bus to the school, yeah. So imagine trying to go slow in your mind, 108 movements. Okay. But I got there, yeah, and then it really made a huge difference. So there's always a way to practice. There's no limitations. Okay. You just always find a way, and then you can always practice in different ways. Yeah. You only can move your hand, and then you move the hand. The mind. Yeah. Tai Chi is not just doing that one form. It's everything around you. Yeah. Okay. And you can apply it to a lot of different things. Okay. You guys take care. From here, from heart. See you guys. Good energy. Okay. Aloha and take care.